All right, more from the State House this Monday, starting in the Senate Judiciary and Rules Committee, where the local versus state control debate took center stage. First up, House Bill 896, which would ensure public officials are following the law. Now, it would allow the Idaho Attorney General to take a public official to court who isn't following the law to force compliance and institute possible fines of up to $50,000. There are some laws in Idaho that don't have a specific punishment like our current flag law. Say, for instance, a city is flying a pride flag and the state has made it a law against it. Well, the state can't fine the city leaders or take action. This legislation would also allow the AG to disqualify a candidate from office for up to 5 years. The senator who presented the bill today says that it's not about the state being controlling, it's about following the law.
Even if the local constituents are in favor of the act that the Attorney General's office is alleging violated the law.
Senator Lakey.
Mr. Chairman and Senator Ruckty, Senator, the law is the law. Just because some folks favor a violation of that law doesn't make it appropriate.
One of the critics of this bill says this is another example of further overreach from the legislature.
It represents kind of an example of the worst of, state government control over as much as it can control. The legislature just we seem to have this need to control more and more.
All right, it passed committee and we'll head to the Senate floor next. Now to the Senate floor, where it looks like a major issue covered this session, Kratom, likely won't get any closure this session. Senate Bill 1418 establishes the Idaho Kratom Consumer Protection and Safety Act, banning the sale and manufacture of artificially enhanced kratom, specifically 7-OH. Now, this bill doesn't ban natural kratom, but it would tighten rules around how it's sold and who can buy it. Under the proposal, sales would be restricted to people 21 and older. It also sets testing standards for contaminants and requires clear labeling, including warnings saying kratom has not been evaluated by the FDA. Retailers that violate the law could face fines starting at $1,000 with higher penalties for repeat offenses. There were several other bills this session that lawmakers hoped would tackle kratom, including one that would straight up ban the drug entirely. Some lawmakers against this bill are worried that passing it would make it seem like Idaho is co-signing on the use of kratom when people have reportedly died from using it.
Senators, this stuff is bad stuff. And what you've seen is a great sales job. Education would not have alleviated the opioid crisis. This is a drug, and that's why it's so popular. And making it available in gas stations and convenience stores is what's driven this whole thing.
But the bill sponsor says this would create a first-of-its-kind regulation in Idaho.
So this is not a be-all end-all. Will we have to come back and look at it again? I'm sure we probably will. But this moves us the right direction. It gets it out of the hands of our children.
Well, it failed to make it off the Senate floor.